An unknown number of star scientists and staff were injured in the raid, with multiple fatalities. Cities and others involved remain at large. This is Lily Sheikh with GCN.
What up, though? What's happening? Nothing, man. Just chilling. What you guys doing? Love the shirt. Appreciate it. It was a gift. What the hell? No, no, not your daddy. Why not turn this? Because I'm not here to entertain you guys. I'm here to play video games and go live. You know what I do? I do music. You want to be entertained? Go to my videos and watch some music videos. And if you have any questions, guess what? I'm here to answer them. So, I hope you guys have a good day.
Time to leave.
Rocket League car. What's that? What's that about? And I've been like so addicted to this Gotham Gotham Knights game. So dope. Out here fighting crime in Gotham.
Guess it wasn't your day.
Ooh. Didn't happen for me. Ooh. Got it. On it. What's up, Dimebag Kurt? Hope you're having a blessed day. Let's see. Where are we going? I'm already here. Damn it. Fuck that up. Oh, you got a gun? On a ass. Fuck. He said, chilling, thank you. I'm playing Red Dead. Just all day. That's wild. You play Red Dead Redemption and you just hunt all day? That's what's up. That's a pretty good game. I remember playing that. I like something a little bit more fast paced. Come on, guys. Come over here. Come over here. Whew. They are lighting my ass up. Whew. Fucking robots everywhere. You know what? Damn. Got killed. I got killed. Let's go see what's to eat. Stuffed dumplings it is. Got it. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. Smaller ones. Take some Doritos with me. And some cookies. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause this for a minute because the light is affecting the hell out of it. That needs to cool down.
Donald J. Trump, I approve this message. This is America's border czar, and she's fake.
What's poppin', y'all?
What's
Tyler, the
poppin',
Creator,
y'all?
recently did an interview, which is always a great time because he's relatively unfiltered, is going to say things how he feels about them. He doesn't do interviews very often. One of the clips that he's circulating a lot more than others is the following. I'm going to play you guys the clip and then we'll get into it.
This white kid, regular, like, Caucasian man, and he's, like, mocking Future and Gucci Mane, like, rap music. And, like, people are like, this shit's hard. It's not even, like, satire. It's like, I'm just joking. I'm just mocking it. But I'm like, no, you can't. And I hold rap music so close to my heart because this shit changed my life and everyone's life around me. And I'm a nerd about this shit. This is, like, weird. And I'm looking at it and something about it, like, don't even sit well with me in comparison to someone like a Mac Miller or an Eminem, who it didn't seem like they was mocking it. They had a genuine love for it, and they were still just being sure that, you know.
So you just heard what Tyler, the Creator, had to say there. Some people thought that he was referencing Lil Mabu, which I don't think so. Because the only reason why I say that is I don't think Lil Mabu sounds anything like Gucci Mane, Future, or any trap artist. However, if the criticisms that Tyler, the Creator, was making here were aimed at Lil Mabu, I would understand. Lil Mabu is one of those rappers, and I've said that Lil Mabu's having good success, and he's a smart guy, and he knows what he's doing. But if there were any prototypical definition of what Tyler, the Creator, is talking about, it is Lil Mabu. But that's not who he's referencing. And yo, Lil Mabu got a song with, it's just, Lil Mabu is a character. I can't really take that person seriously as, even disregarding his talent, right? I can't take him seriously as, oh, this is an actual person that's making real music. It's almost as if this is a marketing executive that's using himself as the vehicle, which, hey, it works. I mean, 6ix9ine was in a similar vein, but 6ix9ine wasn't really parodying, making fun of things as much in his music. It was just in his marketing stunts for the music. But with Lil Mabu, they're tied in together. I don't want to deviate too much. The only other person that could have came to mind is Ian, and that's a guy that's relatively new. People were saying he was a off-spin from Yeet, which you can clearly hear a similar type of influence. Yeet is more, I would say, Ian is really normal. And I think that's something that bothers some people. Like, he has a regular family, comes from a suburb, isn't trying to act like something he's not. But Tyler, the Creator, has an issue with this, which I can't bear to understand why. So Tyler, the Creator, makes it clear that, oh, if it were just parody, there wouldn't be an issue with it. So if he's parodying, there isn't an issue. But you believe that he's mocking the genre. That's what you believe. And you're ascribing that to him, when that's clearly not the dude's intention. You just listen to the guy's music, you can tell he's influenced, and this is the thing, he's not mocking it because he's getting in front of it. What do you want? Do you want him to, like, sag his, do you want him to do what Post Malone did? Do you want to have girls in the guy's mouth? You want him to start getting face tattoos? What's the deal? You want him dressing like he's from Atlanta? Of course not. So what does he do? He dresses regular, and he leans into the jokes that he already knows people are going to make about him. And the funniest thing about this is, well, first, let's get into Ian's team replying. So the person that manages Ian or signed him is Akon's brother. And he had the following to say. He said, yo, at Tyler, the Creator, I signed Ian and I'm from Atlanta. He sounds nothing like Gucci or Future, LOL. It's called influence. but I never thought I'd see the days where you become old and hate on the youth. And I wouldn't say Tyler the Creator is necessarily hating. I think he's just strongly opinionated. I think Tyler the Creator shows a lot of love to other artists. This whole entire thing, I believe it's a frustration that Tyler the Creator has that.
I'm actually embarrassed to say that I did vote for Trump in 2016. I don't think the man can be trusted. He talks out of both sides of his mouth. He's very dishonest.
And I will say it, the exact fan base that Ian has right now, that Tyler the Creator is trying to make fun of, is exactly an identical reflection of the fan base that Tyler the Creator had in late 2009, late 2000s, really early 2010s. 2010, 11, 12, Tyler the Creator, you had the same exact fan base as this guy. Identical. Same demographics, same suburban areas, and I think there was always this frustration within Tyler the Creator. It's just a generation apart, of course. But think about it. Back then, Tyler the Creator was like Ian P. Wright. What the hell is this? What is he listening to? Or what are kids listening to? This is kind of demonic. I mean, Ian's not really demonic. The guy's just really regular. Dropping music. He's not acting like something he's not in the music either. He's not hanging around. Like, for example, Lil Mobby, you see him around like 25 guys around him. You don't really see that with Ian. That's one of the people that one of the newer artists that I think you can hate on the least for his image or what he's presenting. Sure, you can probably say the music sucks, that's up to you. But to hate on him or to come at him in the way that Tyler the Creator did, I think it's a frustration. This is why I was crazy if you guys remember Academics made a statement once where he said Tyler the Creator felt like he doesn't get put in hip-hop/rap conversations enough, and he told Academics that he was disappointed that Academics never posts about Tyler the Creator when he's doing these big shows and stuff. And Tyler the Creator has always been seeking this approval from hip-hop. Another person that's sought approval from hip-hop for a very, very, very long portion of their career and wants to kind of get the love of it, despite them being massively successful, as Russ. Tyler the Creator, I would say he's gotten more acceptance than Russ, of course. But with Tyler the Creator, it's also like, for example, people like YoungBoy, people like, when you think rappers, not many people are thinking Tyler the Creator. He has more of an alternate fan base, like an alt fan base. And it's, I don't want to call it, rejects is a disrespectful word, but they're alternative. They're outside of the norm. Like, people that are listening to YoungBoy aren't like, yo, turn on that new Tyler the Creator. People that are listening to Durk aren't saying, yo, turn that new Tyler the Creator on. Sure, there will be a small blend, right, in between, but it's very, 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 very narrow. Tyler the Creator has his own fan base. Just the best example I can give you is Tyler the Creator's own festival. The guy threw a festival, and everybody thought Frank Ocean was coming out. And instead of Frank Ocean coming out, Drake comes out, who everybody in hip-hop loves. People that listen to YoungBoy love them some Drake. Maybe not everything Drake's dropped, but they love them some Drake. Every fan base or subgenre within rap has Drake joints that they enjoy and would not be upset at all if they went to a festival and Drake was the surprise guest. As a matter of fact, they'd probably be elated. But what happens at Tyler the Creator's own festival, which is the best representation of his fan base, they're booing Drake because they wanted Frank Ocean instead. So what does that tell you? That clearly tells you this isn't the most, I guess, like hip-hop type of fan base. And hey, maybe there is subconscious jealousy here from Tyler the Creator, which I don't think is the case. I don't think it's intentional jealousy from Tyler the Creator because he himself is talented, but maybe he feels like Ian is getting this appreciation or clout or whatever that he doesn't believe he deserves. And who's to say that the guy doesn't deserve it? Who's to say? This guy's, he's blown up very, very quickly in the past year. I just think this is wrong coming from Tyler the Creator, and there are other people he could aim this, how do you say, there are other people he could aim this criticism at where it would make more sense. And I genuinely think it's just his opinion. But this opinion is for sure wrong. And it's a shame because Tyler the Creator, also, a lot of the rappers or artists that Tyler the Creator has put on, like, he put on this dude Rex Orange County. Yo, who the hell is that? We're not really listening to that guy. That guy's not even a rapper. Like, a lot of these people that he's assisted were outside of the hip-hop /
Dragon Ball Super Card Game. Starter Deck Bardock. Booster Pack. Rage and Roll.
Our #1 pick for active babies. Only Rascal's premium training pants have an UltraFlex 360 waistband for more stretch and a comfortable fit. Award-winning training.
the creator doesn't like or respect hip hop. The guy clearly does. He's a hip hop nerd. He said it himself. But I think he names Mac Miller and Eminem. That's like you name some guy from the 90s and you name some guy from the 2010s. I think this is because the guy's white. That's genuinely if I had to point out a reason, I think that's the sole reason. Because he could also be talking about Yeet, and I don't think he was the person that made the comments about Yeet, but Earl, when Yeet was first blowing up, he was like, yo, what the hell is this Yeet stuff? I can't believe y'all rocking with this. Some comments along those lines that echo that type of sentiment. But Yeet's been out for a while, and I don't think Tyler the Creator is talking about him. I would say Yeet seems more like you could say a caricature than Ian does, but the problem that I have with this is he's trying to push this. He's projecting. He's saying, I feel like this guy's mocking, so he's mocking. But if it were a parody, it would be fine because I know he'd be parodying. How do you know he's mocking? And what does it become when there are suburban, like people that grew up in the suburbs that cosplay as these rappers that are about all this gang stuff? Is that mocking? Or does Tyler the Creator just let that slide? That's the question that I have. But it's just interesting to see. It's kind of like a Spider-Man meme in the sense that these guys make completely different music, of course, but similar fan bases. You saw white kids in the suburbs were rocking Golf Wang merch. They were the ones buying all that stuff up and going to all these Tyler the Creator shows. So that was just the funniest thing that I saw, which I haven't seen many people make that observation yet. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace. Oh yeah, also, this is just a side point. Remember when Tyler the Creator first got into the game and he just refused to freestyle? And he would just do these garbage freestyles on purpose? People felt like he was mocking the genre or disrespecting it. So there's a lot of stuff that he was dropping offensive lyrics and disrespecting just religions, everything in his music, things that were core tenets to a lot of hip-hop before him. So he was really trying to break things down, and then now he's kind of trying to put these walls up. Hey, I like the fact that he gives us his opinion, though, and I hope he continues to do that.
Please welcome President Ronald Reagan, who has a few questions for you.
Hello everyone, it's History Behind the Warrior, and welcome back to yet another Mortal Kombat video. With Chaos Reigns nearly a month away now, we do actually have some more official story details through the Cyrax trailer. Because yes, whilst it was an exhibition of the character's movesets, it was ever so lightly sprinkled with story elements throughout, giving us a rough idea of what to expect and what we could possibly see. Now, alongside its release window, we did get the official character bios for Sector, Cyrax, and Noob Saibot, giving us some insights and a better understanding for how these characters are newly framed for the new era. Thus, with that said, right before we jump into things, I do actually highly recommend first checking out my video breaking down their bios, or at the very least looking at them yourselves, as I will be using it as a reference point in this video. Alongside that, I do highly recommend watching the Chaos Reigns and Cyrax trailer themselves, as they are kind of vital to this video because I will be adding context to them scene by scene. However, to make more sense of this trailer, I will be going through it by what I perceive to be chronological order. That way to create a more cohesive and streamlined timeline of how this narrative could unfold. So to start things off, I believe that the narrative opens up following Bihan's arcade ladder ending, where he's formed a new Lin Kuei and begun his own interpretation of the Cyber Lin Kuei, one that changes the codes and ethics of the clan, because it is largely reflected in the opening scene. Whilst the other areas of the game, like the Wuxi Academy and Madame Bo's tea house, radiate culture, the Lin Kuei headquarters we see here is fresh, clean, and cold. Of course, reflective of Bihan's own character and personality. Now, talking of the Cryomancer, we do see him talking with Sector and Cyrax, who in turn have now fully donned their new mechanical suits of armor. One's apparently forged by the hand of Sector herself, as is revealed in the Cyrax trailer from this line.
That is wrong. Thinking you worthy of that armor.
And is also expanded on in her character bio, showing that her keen talent with a hammer and anvil makes her the mastermind behind these suits of armor. During this discussion, a very important bit of exposition here reveals the true nature of the attack on the Shirai Ryu. Simply a bitter assault made by Bi-Han on Kuai Liang's wedding, disproving my previous theory of how I believe that this siege would be retaliation to Bi-Han's capture by Havoc. Instead here, it's far more simplistic. Good old sweet revenge from a very spiteful Sub-Zero, looking to storm his brother's matrimony with his new Lin Kuei. Of course, being joined by Sector and Cyrax. Most interestingly though, is that during the debrief of this attack, Cyrax does somewhat challenge Bi-Han's decision, under the belief that Kuai, their former comrade, now turned apparent traitor for reasons not fully explained to her, if I am so theorizing. She does look to be extremely hesitant on the assaults, which also does solely tie back into her bio, mentioning a rebellious streak against authority and control. But her words here
Really excited to play as
a
them.
perception of how she sees the clan. Here we get a rough gist that Cyrax deems such actions as immoral and cowardice. To attack someone on the happiest day of their life, when their guard is down? Where is the honor in that? Something that the Lin Kuei was fundamentally built upon. So already this shows the divide between Bi-Han's...
This is the mark of a fighter. A rich, full-flavored lager with a crisp.
Cyrax's pleas, of course, do fall on deaf ears here, as we do shortly cut to the wedding itself. And we do actually see a handful of familiar figures in attendance. Of course, there is Kuai and Harumi. It is their wedding, after all. We get a glimpse at Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Kenshi, Raiden, and Smoke. It looks like despite their relocation to Japan, the pair would actually return to the Wuxi Academy to have their wedding ceremony. And it's here where everything falls into place, with Sector blowing down the front door and the attack having finally begun. Judging by how the Chaos Range trailer is structured, as well as Cyrax being heavily focused on in the opening sequence, I think it's pretty damn safe to presume that the opening chapter of the DLC will be hers, with us the player playing through the sequence of the opening siege. But there is one thing I want to touch on, and this is actually something implied off-screen. You see, whilst we see the beginning of the attack on the temple, we do not see anything about the following ensuing chaos. However, there are three scenes that do lead me to believe that someone, more specifically Harumi, does die here. The first is during the Chaos Range trailer itself, to which Kuai is outraged by Cyrax's assault. The next is a shocked expression on Cyrax's face, clearly showing that some sort of regret has happened here, because when we look in the background, we still see that they are at the Wuxi Academy. And at a later point during the trailer, when Kuai confronts her, we'll touch on this scene more in depth later. He notably mentions how she blames him for her actions, the path she has taken following the orders of his merciless brother. And the final somewhat clue actually comes from the new Cybot render itself, because a notable design feature on here is a severed human hand tied to his hip, something that isn't corrupted by Havoc's touch. I am of the belief here that this is actually Harumi's hand, and if I'm theorizing, I do believe there to be purpose behind it, a somewhat play on taking someone's hand in marriage. Just knowing how bitter Bi-Han can be, what better way of sticking it to his brother than to quite literally take his wife's hand in marriage? It is absolutely in character for this vicious take on Sub-Zero. As for the death of Harumi, that is a little bit up in the air, but I do think it is a fixed point in time. You see, ever since Liu Kang's new era in Vision, there are certain anomalies and fixed points in time that simply cannot be changed or altered. Kenshi's sight, Melina's talk art, they are all distinguishing valuable moments in each of these characters. Ones that completely alter the path of their lives. And I do believe the same to be happening here with Harumi, because maybe Liu paired Kuai with her in the hopes that by maybe driving Hanzo away, then such events and causalities would not occur. But alas, these efforts look to be in vain. Now touching back on the interaction between Kuai Liang and Cyrax, I do believe this to all occur following the attack on the Shirai Ryu and Bihan's capture. Because when we look at the background architecture of the scene, it is very reminiscent of the opening scene of the Ghost Range trailer, where they travel through an astral plane that I can only describe